A battle is brewing between some community leaders and the Clark County District Attorney's Office about whether one man in prison for more than 2 decades is innocent. 8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy digging into this controversial case and has an exclusive interview with the lead prosecutor.
He deserves to come home.
Loved ones of Nevada prison inmate Rickie Slaughter, along with community activists and elected officials,
let him go, let him out.
Rallying outside the Regional Justice Center and the office of the Clark County District Attorney.
DA Wolfson has a real opportunity to help restore civic trust in our institution.
Groups like the NAACP, ACLU, and Las Vegas Democratic Socialists of America are here led by the Mass Liberation Project and its organizer, Leslie Turner.
He never had his fair chance.
A federal judge agrees. This March 3rd order states Slaughter, who has already served 22 years for a brutal home invasion in 2004, is entitled to a new trial.
Is there any doubt in your mind that he did this?
There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that he did this.
Mark DiGiacomo is the lead prosecutor on the case now and 20 years ago. Court records show Slaughter took a plea deal in 2005 so he'd be eligible for release in 15 years.
What we agreed to and what the judge thought he was getting.
DiGiacomo says the Department of Corrections insisted Slaughter's sentence actually calculated to 22 years.
I said, look, I can fix this.
The Nevada Supreme Court later allowed Slaughter to withdraw his plea.
He said, no, I want my jury trial.
And a jury convicted him of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, robbery with use of a deadly weapon, and more. He received a sentence of life with the possibility of parole after 39 years.
This particular case is maybe the most vicious and heinous non-homicide that I dealt with in 27 years.
DiGiacomo says Slaughter and an unknown suspect went inside this home, tied up a husband and wife, their child and nephew, and terrorized the family to rob them. The husband says Slaughter put a gun to his head, according to DiGiacomo.
They tell him, reach for the gun, we're going to play a game of murder. Maybe you can shoot me before I shoot you. During that, the .357 goes out, hits Ivan in the face, and he winds up losing an eye. After that happens, the two suspects, including Rickie, take a bleach and other cleaner from inside the house and pour it all over everybody to try and clean up their DNA. They run out to a small green vehicle sedan, and they flee the neighborhood.
He points to evidence like this car found at Slaughter's home.
We had the suspect vehicle.
Guns described by the victims
were within the trunk of that car.
And this bullet.
Just the core of it, because when they poured all the bleach, they also cleaned up the bullet that went through his head.
He also points to witnesses identifying Slaughter in a photo lineup, but the jury never knew about a second lineup where no witnesses identified him. One of the main reasons the federal judge tossed out Slaughter's conviction. While DiGiacomo claims a detective made a mistake and the second lineup was to identify the other suspect, the judge calls how the prosecutor handled the information at trial deceptive and misleading. The judge points to shoddy police work in her order and careless, inattentive, and rather shocking representation by his lawyer, who had evidence to present a hearty alibi, ammunition to attack the prosecution's witnesses and failed to use it, and had an opportunity to discredit the lead detective in the case but forgot to issue a subpoena.
Would I have preferred my detective not to have made a huge error by placing Rickie in that second photo lineup? I certainly would.
Recorded phone calls from jail obtained by the 8 News Now investigators are also part of the court battle.
Did they say if they found anything in the car?
Slaughter discusses an alibi.
You told him I was there before 7:30. Yeah. Man, tell the I was there at 7.
And appears to become increasingly agitated.
Quit talking to that motherfucker. You hear me?
That his girlfriend talked to police.
You talking to that gonna get me put in prison for the rest of my life.
The district attorney's office plans to retry Slaughter's case.
Give him the compensation he deserves for this broken bull system.
The ACLU is representing Slaughter. DiGiacomo says he offered him another plea deal. He likely would have received credit for the 22 years he's already served, but Slaughter didn't accept it. Frustrating for the seasoned prosecutor as he recalls a conversation in late 2024.
Mr. Slaughter had a very honest conversation about redemption and remorse. And during that, he acknowledged that he was one of the two in the room.
He says Turner was at that meeting.
Rickie is innocent. He did not participate in this crime.
The fact that there are a bunch of people that are perpetrating a fraud in our community, that is very frustrating.
And as the Free Rickie movement gains momentum, Slaughter himself is speaking out.
But we're going to tell the district attorney today to free me now.
What do the victims want?
They are tormented. They want Rickie Slaughter to never, ever get out of prison.
Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Vanessa did reach out to Leslie Turner about the alleged meeting that Diagamo referred to there. She did not answer whether Slaughter admitted to the crime. Slaughter's next court date is scheduled for the 4th of May.